Okay, I think we're good for positioning. I think we're good. So we have Twote. What time does it say that was Twote? Let's see, I do believe we are good to go. Now I just need to get my other camera going, because I've got fancy stuff going on for recording the review, so I can get some build footage. This guy that you see here is not the one we're going to be building. I forgot that this has like almost 10 foot of cable. Whoops, that's a lot of cable. Let's see, I need the manual. To be fair, I think this is the most prepared I've ever been for a stream. Let's see, are we in focus for the other camera? There we are. Record that. Oh wow, 3 people already. Hi everyone. Oh god, the microphone I'm using for my other camera was on all night. Whoops. Remember to turn your equipment off overnight or you'll drain the battery like nobody's business. But yes, hi everyone. If you're new to these, I'm Saber. I build Zoids, basically. I grew up with these for most of my childhood into my late teenage years, and I rediscovered the joy of it, and I just like to share that with people. And so here we are. Let's get that on there, and that should now just hear me. Let's get that on a belt loop, maybe? Yes. There we go. This, however, is not the Zoid we'll be building today. That is going to be this guy. And this one is the Shadow Fox, which, if you've seen New Century Zero, one of the most popular and best Zoids anime, then you'll probably recognize it and already know what it's going to look like. One moment, please. I need the motor. Go me. Most prepared I've been, and I forgot the motor. Huh. So that's smart of me. I have misplaced the motor for this. There it is. There it is. Anyway. That works. Glass is getting caught. There we go. Do I want these ones? I'll use the 1.2 first. Oh, did I just put those on backwards and they still work just perfectly? Cool. I think they almost worked better backwards. There we go. That's all good now. Copy to this program that will never in a million years sponsor me. Yes, we are building this fella. And no one else is here. Anyway, let's get started. I have my tea, I have my paints. I have a few paints this time. And I have my light out of my face. So all is good. And there's a few more people in here as well. I've got something really cool to show off that is really hard to find. So let's get these organized by frame. That goes on the Zeta fangs over here. There's our A-frame. B-frame is our legs. Pretty much only the legs. C-frame is going to be our armor by the look of it. Got his mouth is in there. Those bits of armor, not those ones, but there's the other one of those, and these bits. On the other side then we've got these bits. Cool. Once those organised, then B frame. We've got his tail. His face. I do like organising these by frame. And we got this big back piece that goes there. The neck bit. Ears. And the rest of his neck, by the look of things. There it is. Let's get all these up here so I can just have the space. Move those all across. We have these bits. Stay on screen, thank you. Pull by, pull by, pull by, pull. Those. That and that. One bit of his tail, and then these fins. The wing fin thingies. And then finally we have the last frame. We have that one. That one. Take them down a bit. That attempted escapee. Oh, that is very flavorful tea. I like it. There you go there. What goes beside them? Looks like those bits. and that. Then over here we've got that, that, and that. Oh, okay, these pieces live over with legs. That makes sense. That lives over with the body. No, that doesn't. Something else does. That would be these 3 pieces. There we go. Where's this one from? This one is from... oh, there. This one is from somewhere else in that frame. I don't actually know. Oh, no, no, I am misreading it. It is from there. Cool. And we've got our gears and our many caps. 24 of them apparently. And our wind-up motor with a very interesting key in that it actually requires a key to wind. Sounds awful. Just give me a sec. There we go. And we are good to begin, and this one starts off very interestingly. Most Zoids start off with assembling the body. This one starts straight into the head. A, B, C, D. So we need these bits, these bits, all these bits, this, whoop, that which I have thrown at myself, that. See, we've got the mouth, we've got that, we've got the head, we've got the face, we've got the eyes, we've got the ears, and we've got the neck. Once again, I'm going to go back and paint this one in more detail later. Today we are going to panel wash with a lot of grey, as well as, of course, black, but grey is a new addition because there's a lot of very dark colour on this that is not going to show up. I just cannot keep things off the floor today. I'm going to use a chisel blade today and see how we do with that. A little experimentation. So, put our chisel point in. If I don't like how this particular blade handles, then I will very quickly swap back, I think. Let's see how we do. No, we're going to a normal blade. We're doing that right away, I think. Just one of these. That'll do the trick nicely. I don't like how that handles for the model kits. That, and let's get that side again without munging it this time. There we go. That's that. That one's good. And right, I need to move this back a tiny bit so I can keep things in frame. That's looking good. So, shake the absolute daylights out of the thing. And we crack her open. Do I have a cloth handy? I think I did. It's probably under the iPad. Let's see. Oh, where did I put my cloth? So it's up there. We'll just smear that on there. Now we can actually see those lines compared to the other side where they're kind of there, but this makes them a lot clearer. There we go. iPad, please stay on. Thank you. And this is where it's going to show up a lot more. Let's do a quick little experiment to see if we like how black shows up on here. I think I prefer the grey. So let's get that all over it. So we've got that. It looks like the smaller side goes down, I think. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes entire sense. What if we do this way? It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay. So it can only go up this way. They planned ahead. That's going to attach to there. Let's just have a quick look for some reference material. My iPad is getting on in years and it cannot handle typing very well anymore. Let's have a look at something. Oh yes, I think we want to go for some silver teeth on this. So that's a detail that we will paint. So let's grab our manual again. Let's cap our washers. And let's trim this down so we can paint those tooth details. As I said, I'm not going to do all the tiny things like painting pistons this time. But I am going to... Oh, that's stressed a bit. That plastic is stressed on both sides, and that one's going to be my fault. Another reason to paint the teeth now. So we don't have to take the head apart again. Now if I paint this to fix up the nicks and scuffs on it, then I'm going to have to paint all the gold bits. Let's grab our smallest brush and acrylic thinners. Let's just see on a bit of this that won't be visible how the gold compares to the original gold. Hmm. And I think we're going to have to commit to this because those scuffs are going to bug me a little bit. So let's get a bigger brush. Grab a bit of our thinners. Then grab some paint. We've got way too much on there. Let's clean this one off. No, I think I quite like how that colour looks. So we'll leave that there and we will clean our brush for now. Hi Vivi. Ramen, fellow pastafarians. Ooh, stovetop ramen with sriracha and garlic powder. That sounds delightful, if I may say so. That sounds absolutely amazing. Also, welcome to me building a foxo with a gold muzzle. Fox knees, yes. Definitely fox knees. Is this one my chrome silver? Yes, it is. Doing a little bit of painting on this one as well. We are currently on step 1. And have been for apparently a long time, because it took me a while to prepare. Let's get... Apparently absolutely no silver on that. That is just flowing straight off his teeth. I'm going to do a quick little experiment. Let's just grab some white and put that on a tooth first. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We are going to put a layer of white, because I don't have primer, and then we're going to put the silver over that. Chompy teeth. wee bit messy, but not here for perfection, and we can clean that up. For now, with relative ease, because it's still fairly fresh. Ooh. I can't look at it right now, but I will take your word for it that it is a very small sriracha. I do enjoy sriracha. It's a very nice sauce. And it's also very cheap, which is... well, not cheap, it's very inexpensive, which is admittedly part of why I love it. I need a bigger zoom. Our glossy metallic canopy is now dry, but not cured. There's a North Korea... I'm going to finish painting these teeth and then I'm going to read that. That looks like it'll be quite a trip. Quite a trip. Okay. North Korean embassy hostel in Berlin locks its doors. After more than a year of legal disputes, a hostel on the grounds of the North Korean embassy has closed for good. Non-diplomatic use and foreign income generated for Pyongyang was considered a breach of sanctions. There was a North Korean hostel? That is a thing. That is something I did not expect to learn existed. I'm also a little bit surprised it took more than a year of legal dispute to figure out that, hey, if you're sanctioned to not give a country money, maybe hosting a hostel by that country probably violates laws that say that the country can't have money. I'm not talking about if that's right or not, but it seems rather legally clear from a layman's perspective. This is so flipping messy. That one tooth, the paint got really gloopy and I don't know why, and I don't... Okay, let's try that now. Now that's still drying, okay. Get funds from holidaymakers if you become a dictator. Sounds like a good life hack. Sounds like one that I should probably do as well. Now, I'm curious. Do you think I should... That sounds like it would be a hilarious movie, actually. Yes, it does. Now, since you're here, do you think I should make this mouth, the teeth specifically, leave them white or make them silver? Like metallic chrome. So I'm leaning towards chrome myself. White, you say? I'm going to try a bit of chrome on just a little bit and see if I like it. Contrasts better with the black plastic. On the other paw though, we are going to have a lot of chrome pieces on this one. When one of these dries, I'm going to try another layer. As with white as an undercoat, it should make it pop a lot more than it was earlier. Ooh, I heard about that. America launched the first spacecraft from American soil in, what was it, 18 years or more? A long time. America doesn't have to hitchhike on Soyuz anymore. Since 2011, so 9 years, that's a fair while. That's quite a long time. I'm starting to suspect this Zoid had a lot of mold release on it and that I didn't get all of it off. Once again, I'm going to experiment with black on this darker colour, because this is really grey, not black. Ooh, okay, on the face I still prefer the black then. The space shuttle is underrated. I have been saying that I love the space shuttle for years, as I grew up with that as a thing. So we're going to smear this. With black. To give it that dirty metallic look that I like so much. Alright, I see more people in here as well. Welcome, new people. I am building and apparently somewhat painting a Zoids shadow fox here. This is going to be a much longer stream than I originally anticipated, I think. And that is a good thing, because I thought this was going to be really short with my first medium Zoid. Yep, we've got more black seeping through. Cool. Let's see if we do that. That's what we're going to have for his head at this stage. I want to try the chrome over that now. The white isn't dry, isn't cured, but it's mostly dry. Let's mix that more. Okay, Vivi, I know you said white, but I'm gonna go the chrome. It's subtle, but I love it on top of the white. Hi, Tex. And yes, the Buran is underrated, but I still love the space shuttle. We are on step 1 because this is the one bit of detailing that I won't be able to do later without potentially damaging the Zoid. But now his teeth can ride eternal. Shiny and chrome. That Max is amazing. I'm surprised you hadn't seen the Road Warrior until so recently. As I hold that it is still the best Mad Max film. Accidentally watched them from worst to best. Yes, you did. But hey, that's a good way to watch them because the worst one is still pretty good. So you never got to see any sort of decline. You got to see it get better and better as you watched. Thunderdome, Thunderdome, Thunderdome. That one's still gloopy. That one should be okay now. if I weren't doing this live, I would probably leave these to sit for a lot longer, like an hour or two, between coats, but live streaming, that is not a luxury that I really care to take. That is flowing on very nicely though. Let's get a bit more on there. I know you said it contrasts better, but focus. But now they're shiny. Thunderdome used to be my student username at school. That is cool. Our school usernames were a lot simpler than that. It was entirely just, oh, here's some of your initials, here's the year you were born, and off you go. I think we're good for the Chrome right now. Oh, you had admin rights, nice. Sudo make me a sandwich. Poof, you're a sandwich. Now we can assemble this bit. And finally form the head. Your persona is a turkey club. Go to bread. No, I will not go to bread. It's only early afternoon. Wait. Oh, wait. Power wash. That's a thing. We can sort out his jaw. Is that inside detail I want to do? Not really. Cool. We can sort out underneath his jaw. Once, bollocks. I just smeared his teeth all over my thumb. Midnight in Detroit. Yes, but I know you. You don't go to bed near midnight. Sometimes you don't go to bed. Weh to you too. Hey! Here's a face. Let's not close his mouth fully for now, because I've already made enough of a mess. But, as always, we can go back and fix that later. For now, let's panel wash under his jaw. I can mostly clean that up later. A little bit how you going, but I've done way worse paint jobs in the past. I'm pleased with that. Let's go back over this, I think. Just very haphazardly smear the enamel paint all over the neck. Do not do to your real neck what I am doing to this toy's neck. And if you do, then I take no responsibility for any irritation or black staining of your neck. And also, I done messed up. Because this is supposed to go in here. Read the instructions, I suppose. There we go. Oh, I'm getting paint all over his face. I don't want to do that. Oh god. Oh jeez, I'm gonna wash my paws. One moment, please. Okay, crisis should be averted. So hi there, more people. Right, that crisis is averted. So let's fix up what's going on here. Okay, we've got acrylic thinners in this bottle. So let's grab this brush, dip them in, and just clean up our little mess. These acrylic thinners, unlike enamel thinners, are not harmful to at least ABS plastic. Whoa! I made a right mess of him. Right. I think we're good for that. Which means one more little go at his teeth. You're seeing someone who doesn't paint a lot getting a crash course in painting by painting very small details. But this is only the second Zoid I've painted in the last more than 10 years, so I'm not expecting perfection. I'm not even really expecting to be all that good at it. Being good at it is not really why I do this. So let that flow on. Let that flow on nicely. And then we let that actually dry before we touch the mouth again. Like I should have been doing. I'm going to dry that off. Okay. Tea. Tea is good even once it's gone a bit cold. Now we can panel wash the ears after. No, I need to trim the ears. Now we can panel wash the ears. Hi Ace. Was it a good walk? The dog wants to make friends with the water bugs and frogs in the neighbourhood. Oh dear. It's best that he be pen pals with those. Yeah, that sounds like dogs. Not that I'd know. Right. On to step 2. Over an hour in, and we're on to step 2. Now we are assembling his main weapon. So we're going to need this, but not yet. These for that bit, and then most of the F frame. Whoop. Do I need these yet? I don't need those yet. I do need those, and I think all of these, but not that. And this one, all of the nubbins on the plastic are my fault. As I remember being excited about this Zoid, not even because it was in the anime, but because it was a fox. And this bit we're going to hit with the panel wash when it's all assembled, because it's going to be messy otherwise. Right, that bit goes that way up. That one goes in there. That gets trimmed. What sort of dog do you have, by the way, Ace? Because I haven't had a dog in quite some time, basically since I moved out. My parents, though, have 2 Jack Russell Terriers. Mostly a Malamute. Malamutes are lovely dogs. I adore Malamutes. Shortest fur you've seen on a Malamute. Do you know what the other part of her is? Canadian Eskimo dog. I am not familiar with that breed. But it sounds cute. That one's pretty well trimmed. That goes on that way. That's not well trimmed. Not an official show breed. That's totally fine. I have opinions on dog shows that, without getting too into it, I'd rather they stopped being a thing. Ah, don't you go dark on my iPad. Come on, me, follow instructions. There we go. That goes on there like that. There we go. Strong and super smart, but also eats dirt. That sounds like dogs. That sounds just like dogs. Let's panel this. When we go back and do our full detailing of this, which will be a let's paint, we're going to do this piston up in chrome, this bit in like a gun blue, like a blue steel, and that probably in gold, the other half of the piston. One of your dogs is really smart, the other is really dumb. That's... What breed is the dumb one, Tex? It's been difficult to train her, she's very independent, not very food motivated. Oh dear, oh no. That's gonna make life hard. Panel wash is getting very thick, it's almost like a normal paint. Now this time I know how to overcome the instructions. Yeah, that one goes up into there. And then these will trim and we will chrome these up. Because these I can attach a little bit later when they are not covered, when they are not soaking in paint. And I know I can do this because they keep falling off. So the paint will also act to thicken the attachment points a little bit. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's squeeze some of that paint out. Let's get some of that off. Is that a bird in the background? Yes, that is a burb. That is a very noisy bird. I think it's a peewee or a magpie lark. They are exceptionally talkative. Alright, this has all gone horribly wrong. One day I will learn to leave well enough alone. Come on, get in there. And you get in there too. That's what I was going for. I'll basically redo all that painting. But now it'll run off properly. Burb. Yes, burbs are very good. I like burbs. But the question we must all ask ourselves is, where is the burb? And then we should also ask, how is the burb? As many times we will ask, is burb? But not, how is burb? Why is burb? Yes, why is burb? That is a question we should always be asking. There is burb. But why though? Okay. Wait. I need a better way to prop up my iPad. A much better way. Alright, so we've got that. We've got his face. With shiny teeth. We need to be careful handling that. That can go over there. And then we get these. Oh, we assemble his tail now too. Jeez, we've got a lot of painting. This one we are going to do a little bit differently though. This one we're going to trim, and then we're going to partially assemble, then we're going to paint the silver bits. I'm only going to chrome the actual silver plastic bits. I'm not going to bronze the legs. I'm going to do some gold over the top of the gold though. Maybe I won't. If the gold isn't marred, then I might just leave it as is. Might have to wash my paws again. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. Miscellaneous fast food wipes. I thought for a second that was a detail, but no, it was just a gigantic nubbin. his ears come off. I don't entirely know how much longer this panel wash is going to be any use to me as a panel wash, unless I add more thinners to it. I know it doesn't stand out a lot, but in person there is a difference between these two bits right now. And I really dig it. How are these pieces looking? Very unchromed, in fact. The paint has run off them. So we're gonna finish this up. I'm going to close that and clean up all the stuff that just flew off of this. I'm going to dry our brush a little bit before we hit this. Oh my gosh, it's so thin that it just runs off. Let's put that there, and while it's doing its thing, let's add a coat to these that hopefully won't just all trickle down to the end. I just bumped it when I put it down. Oops. That should help. Now they can be shiny. Let's just... Yep. My other camera is out of battery. So, let's put that in there. And that on there. And then clean up all that schmoo that I just put on there. clean up the schmoo on my fingers. And I'm going to put that battery on the charger so I can resume using it when it's charged enough. Because I think we'll be going for a little while. We've already been going 2 hours. And that's charging. Cool. I need to get more batteries for that camera. Now that we've got this in, we can finish this. Let's get out some of that excess and just top it up. There we go. That can go up that way and that can get closed. Now these already have some chrome painted bits, so I don't have to paint these. Finally, something I don't have to paint. Let's do that. Let's trim these before we assemble. After this, I think I'm going to have some fish and chips from the fish and chip shop. I don't know why I didn't trim some of these sprue bits as a kid. Probably just laziness. Too much flailing with it. Let's give that another good shake. Get whatever thinner is left in it mixed all around. That's better. How are these doing? They're getting there, most of it's holding now. I think one more go at those little wing thingies and they'll be good to actually go. So I'll hit those now. There's another good mix-up. These pieces, making a case for primer. My brush is mostly dry. Let's get in there and get rid of some of that excess. Much better. So how's everyone's week been? Because it's been a very interesting week for me. But first I'd like to hear about everyone else's if any of you want to share. Because I just like that as a thing. Work a little stressful, tired of working from home. I can totally get that. Ooh, a week off, that'll be really nice. Even working from home, a week off is fantastic. And here's an important question for you, Ace. When you are working from home, do you have any sort of clear delineation between workspace and relax and casual and play space? Because that can be an extremely, extremely important thing. Oh, good. So you do have some sort of clear delineation. The workspace is when the laptop is open then. That's good. That will make it a lot better for you than if you didn't have that sort of clear separation. It can be as simple as that, really. For me, when I'm streaming, the mat is out on the desk and the light is here. If that is not the case, then I am not in streaming mode. Can't work from home. Yeah, you're in a very different position, Tex, which is both good and bad. As long as you're staying safe out there. Now we finally get to bring in the motor. Lots of masks, good. And then that goes on there, and then this goes on. Let's see, we'll hold his tail. It took us a while to get here, but well, we've missed the pegs with the tail. Come on. There we go, and we didn't even smudge the paint job too much. Cool. It took us a while, but we made it to this point. I'm going to wash my paws again. One moment. And where is another cloth? There's one. Now I can stop myself from smudging chrome, oof, excuse me, all over everything. Then we take these last three bits from frame A, inspect these. They're starting to come up good now. Good. Let's trim these off. Then we'll panel wash them, and then we will secure the body together. I think really that's pretty much the bulk of it. Because the legs are all very simple. No. This one goes on the front here. That one goes up under his tail. And that goes above his tail. Hi there, Exocalibur. Yes, looking at that again, I did read that right. Hi there, I don't believe we've met, but it's lovely to meet you and welcome to this stream, where I basically just rebuild Zoids from my childhood. And I could do this just on my own. I like to hang out with people and meet new people. And this particular one is the Shadow Fox. Which appears in the anime New Century Zero. The first one to come out in America. It is so cool. We're doing a little bit of painting, but not doing all of the detail this time. The rest of the detailing will be in a Let's Paint. What we have done though is touched up his canopy and given him chrome silver teeth. There we go. Let's wipe up hands. Is that brush clean? Relatively clean. Is that brush clean? Relatively clean. Good. So we can finally move on to the next step. First, I'm going to chrome this. I'm not going to chrome the winding head, so I've got somewhere that I can hold it by. And this is the key that winds his body up. That has gone much too thick, so let's sop up a little bit. and we can top that up later. Clean the silver off my hands before it contaminates everything. I'm trading good to it, thank you. Let's see, we've got the front legs, so we need one of each of those. These should be the same. Yep, 35 and 36. Let's chrome his paws. After I trim them, because I should actually do that first. My cutting mat is starting to look like a real cutting mat now. It's covered in paint splotches and gouges. It looks like a cutting mat actually should. I'm going to paint all of these in one go so that the back paws are ready when we get to them. Let's get that part of the paws for now. Put them aside and trim these ones up too. Unfortunately, when I was growing up, I didn't trim off the plastic sprue pieces very well. I got better at it as I went on, but I was still just using nail clippers, and those stress the plastic and they don't get all of the nubbin off. So now when I've got a new one, I use nippers to remove the bits from the frame, and then I use a hobby knife to clean the bits of sprue off. That'll do the trick. And we'll let those dry a bit. And we'll clean that off. We'll take that and And for now, 2 caps. Let's trim. This one I mostly did a good job of trimming up, apparently. Cool. This week I had so many packages come in. I had 2 from America, in fact. One was the Iron Kong Schwarz Special, or Schubalt Special. A first generation custom Iron Kong from the anime, from Chaotic Century. Done up in the colours of Karl Leichen Schubalt's. Without spoiling things, it's a very cool Zoid. It has a weapon that no other Iron Kong, I'm pretty sure, has. And it also comes with a customized part that was extremely rare. It can also be used on the Zaberfang to attach the same weapon. I think Carl just has a thing for using beam Gatling systems. I think it's just the sort of weapon that he's comfortable with. And he's a damn good shot with them. Two parts you need to finish a stream setup the way you want it. What are those parts, if I may ask, Ace? Because I know you stream games where pretty much all of mine are IRL sort of streams. So I don't even entirely know what things are needed for game streaming. Setup you're trying to do will split the signal from console to both capture card and CRT. Ooh, nice. Old school stream setup. Best quality you can get. Good. Let's grab one of these. And pin that on. Let's grab this piece of armor. Peg that on. Yes. Now we're going to need these, so I'm going to chrome the outside of these bits now. While I'm at it, I'm also going to hit the gun. I'm going to very carefully put these into this now. let them cure in there. There we go. Ooh, you can stream and capture light gun games. Rating on a 6-port SCART switch, component to a D5 terminal connection from the same company that makes FrameMeister. Tested the splitting in concept with the composite. Cool. Streaming light gun games will be really cool though. I don't see a lot of that. Yeah, get in on that first then, because it's not a common thing. My phone just buzzed. Who was that? That was Jet. He might be able to join. That'd be really cool. It's pretty well dry. Cool. Let's paint the outside of this only so we don't interfere with mechanics. And let's realize that I didn't trim it off. So we'll do that being extremely careful to not get paint schmoo all over my fingers again. There we go. There we are. A little bit more paint. But the Iron Kong is not the only Zoid I got in the post today. The other is to get rid of frame lag when playing all the old consoles. Oh yeah, that's a thing. I played the Super Nintendo Classic Mini thing, and I tried playing Star Wing on it. I also tried Star Fox 2. And I couldn't play either of them. I am very good at those games on the original console, or on emulator for Star Fox 2. I could not play Star Wing on the Classic, or on any CRT, on any LCD rather, because of frame lag. My housemate at the time thought I was exaggerating, so we put him in front of Mario World, which I'm pretty sure he could legitimately play with his eyes closed. He couldn't make the first jump. And that's nothing against him, that's just frame lag is really real. let's carefully attach that. All these different pieces. No, they're not. Did I really put the paint on that thick? Is that just supposed to sit up a bit? That's pretty bad. Yes, it was pretty bad. The capture card isn't too bad. Probably beat Mario 3 and Sonic 1, playing it just fine. That's good. Yeah, if it's as bad as that one was, then that's a bit much. I love the SNES Classic Mini, but it is very laggy. Alright, we're going to put these in the vise before we paint. And we're just going to do that. Pretty much that. These ones are very easy, they're just tubes. I also have gunmetal for the Zaberfang, and there's a lot of stuff we're going to do in the Let's Paint. The other Zoids that I got in the post this last week also came from America, but they are from a very different time. Most of them are packed away, ready to clean and touch up, but I have one of them out because it's incomplete and is rather unique. What I have is the first generation of Zoids that were released in America. And once I have painted this Gatling end, I will show them. I'll show one in particular, the first small Zoid to use a power source other than wind-up. That'll do for now. So what I've got, so the first Zoid to use batteries was the Giant Zerk, or Bigosaurus, as it was called in the original release. Let's just get rid of some of that goop so I don't damage this one. This one does not have all of its parts. It's missing most of them. But this is the Zoids Serpent. It's missing one of these, and it's missing its wheels. It had huge wheels, and it goes at a pretty good clip. Takes one AA, and this one works. But it sounds horrendous, so I'm not going to run it right now. For now, I'm going to work on the other front leg. The Serpent was a weird Zoid as well. It does not exist in the battle story, and only really exists in the realm of Spider-Man versus the Zoids, which I still love that that was a thing. Or Spider-Man and the Zoids, rather. And in whatever the English story was, that is the British story. It was, however, the first kit to carry the emblem of the Xenobas Empire, which makes it all a very, very strange arrangement. Hi, Jet. Bork. You've caught me still doing this. Let's attach that bit. Let's carefully attach that bit. Whoa, that's either not painted or half the paint's come off of it. Let's very carefully attach this bit. How's the paint faring on this? That one's mostly fine. It was until I just bleeped it into the thing. Technically it worked, but you're on mobile. Cool. Oh god, there's a raiding party. I don't even know what raids are, but hi Kitsune. Or Kitsune. I'm good at pronunciation. There is a raiding party on this stream. Today I'm learning that Twitch raids are a thing. Hi people, I do stuff. Oh my god, that's a lot of people in here now. I build model kits. Like this one. I don't know what it is either, but I think it's got me more viewers at the moment, so hi everyone. I build model kits and basically share bits of my childhood. This one is the Shadow Fox. A really cool Foxo Zoid. Now, let's pop that back open. Oh, I want to put something on the main body, so let's put something on the main body. Let's take these very carefully. Actually, let's put that through there first. So we're not going to do quite what I was planning to, but similar. Yes, everyone is really here for Jet's fabulousness. His fabulosity knows no bounds. But no, Jet really is fabulous. So, hind legs. Let's grab these. Trim them off. For anyone totally unfamiliar with Zoids. I'm not surprised, because it was cool for a while, and then it kind of fell off the map because Zoids fuses happened. But we're here to talk about the good stuff about it for the moment. Super Saiyan from Dragon... I mean... yes. But yeah, Zoids is basically Gundam kits from an anime. First came out in the 80s, in the very early 80s. The anime, however, came out in, what, 99? 2001-ish? Yeah, it was pretty cool. SPC? Goodness me, it's SPC. Let's get that shmoo all over the thing. Also, I'm terribly sorry if anyone follows and I don't immediately thank you because I can't actually see notifications on my phone. But for anyone who has ever followed, thank you so much, because oh my god, it's so amazing to me that people enjoy just hanging out and watching me do this enough to do that. The Might of 1,000 Dragons, that's a lot of follow. That's a lot of follow, wow. That'll do the trick. Ooh, I didn't panel wash this bit. Let's see. So we get to put that on the hind leg before we attach the rest. Cool. 19 and 20. Cool, got those. %of the messages, that sounds about right, Jet. It's all good, Jet. You can follow when you get home. Don't stress. So let's put, oh, that's all fallen off. Let's put that on the right way up. Am I putting it on the right way up? I think I'm putting it on the right way up. No, I couldn't be putting it on the right way yet. Did I get the wrong piece? I did, I got the wrong piece. I should have had 21 because I'm working on the other leg. Alright. That one didn't need any cleanup. This bit will. So there we go. Oh wow, 13. That's... I think that might be a record. Hi everyone, and thank you. Because, oh my god. Yes. How was your stream, Kitsune? Or Kitsune? Sorry, I'm bad at remembering to do correct pronunciation of Japanese. You say, oh no, Jet, but that's still a lot of people. That's really amazing. Yes, Tex also streams, and this should now auto-host him when mine finishes. Ooh, battle animals and... Oh, which country accents did you do? Did you do like West Country sort of thing? Like, did you do the typical farmer accent? So I hope you did the typical farmer accent. Defeat the legendary Kitsune with the sword Masamune. Oh no. Cowgirl shtick for 2 hours, wow. That's quite impressive. Let's see. Might help if I put that in the right position before I put the leg on. Now, if this is dry enough to handle, which it kind of is, I can show you what it does. No, I'll wait. I'll wait until it's properly dry. Kitsune has the legendary Mora same. Oh no, what have I started? What have I done? Something great. That one I'm going to panel wash before we put it on. Sasuk. Oh no. So, what actually is a Twitch raid? Because I'm still very new to the platform and only recently figured out what hosting even was. So this is the first time I've heard of a raid. All good techs. Things come up. Hope you had fun, and have fun with your stream as well. Oh, nice. Yes, I will see you around, Tex. And thank you for coming in. Let's see. How's that side done? Well, does that need a peg on it? That does. There we go. Yes. Definitely a good influx of viewers. This fella's almost done. Wow. Again, we've been going for coming up on 3 hours. It took so long to get step 1 done because I painted his teeth. Oh, thank you for the auto host. That is really awesome. Ooh, Monster Rancher. Yes, painted teeth are good. He has silver fangs instead of just grey fangs. I was going to do some touch-ups on the Zebrafang this stream, but that ain't happening. Not today. But what will happen is next week I'm going to do a much bigger Zoid. Because next week will be my 10th stream. Need to mail me some Beyblades. Oh god, I haven't thought of Beyblades in a long time. Which ones? Hang on, I got a text. So things are starting to open up. That's fine. Ooh. Painting things like Beyblades would be really neat. And which Drigger? Because I grew up with my Beyblade of choice being Drigger S. No, Drigger F, sorry. Drigger F. And it was... Ooh, Drigger S. I never had that one growing up. I could never find it. Drigger F was brutal, and it got to the point where people at school would not let me use that one because, yeah. That particular Drigger F also... Wait, no, it was Seaborg that actually harmed me. Like, Seaborg, for a defense type, was absolutely brutal. Oh god, the light up dragoon. Ooh woo. Oh whoa. How loud. Oh my god, so loud. Boop. Eight-inch rings. Oh god, the bouncy one. I just liked Seaborg because it was a nice colour. But Cyber Dragoon was a fun one. Because when it was hit in a certain way, it would jump. And at that point, you were basically done. All good, Ace. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good sleep. Hi, dogs. Hey, as soon as I said hi, they stopped. They just wanted attention. Let's get this last one in. It's pretty well trimmed. Cool. Wait, no it's not. Oh well. Not stressing about that bit right now because it's still sticky. Yes, dogs do be like that. Where did I put that other armor piece? I have misplaced a piece of armor. This is not ideal. Let's finish the cold tea. Ugh. Yeah, stingos do be like that. Stingos are also derpy and they lose pieces of armor just by putting them down. Come on, you get in there. There we go. That is a squeaky bark. That's probably a small terrier. Gonna guess Jack Russell. Yes, dingoes have armor. Right. That gear's on there, and that gear's on there. And that gear's on there. And that gear's on there, and that's the last of our rubber caps. Now it's mostly done. He do a awoo. Who do the awoo? Who do you awoo? Who do you uwoo? So do I. I'm thinking of going over them again to touch up any scuffs and scars with the gold paint that seems to be the same color gold that was used anyway. So, Tamiya gold, Tamiya metallic gold, X12 seems to be the color that this was painted with in the frames. And yes, just worn enough. What happens with this paint I'm using here is it gets into all the little nooks and crannies, and it also kind of stains it a little bit. That gives it a much nicer worn look. I ended up stumbling upon this method of weathering by accident, even though I'd heard about it before. I just never expected it to turn out quite as nice as it does. The eyes won't get any more red, but what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to buy some clear coat and just put it in a little pot. I'm going to go through all of my Zoids and take the eyepieces, or the canopies, and dip them in clear coat so that they come out looking like glass. Yes, but the eyes are clear plastic, so if I paint those it will make them less translucent, unfortunately. Oh god, I've touched his teeth. But I didn't ruin his teeth. Good. That's cool. His foot's come off. Stay. Yes, LEDs would be really cool. Some of these do have LEDs in the head. Yes, he might need his foot. Jet, just remember that Discord names are case sensitive, and the number is what makes them unique. So it's your name, case sensitive, then the hash or pound symbol, and then the number from your username. Actually, Jet, do you even have Discord? Because I don't know if you do. Ooh, triple small batteries and one red LED, on-off switches. I might do an LED mod for this, but that will come after the Let's Paint. Once we get his weapon done up, then I will show you what he does, because he does move. Jet, do you actually have me on Discord? Because I don't know. Let's see, what step is next? Next step is unlocking the iPad. And this is the last two steps. So let's grab these last pieces. Oh good, because I pretty much never see you on Discord. So I was worried for a second. Those are dry. Cool. That's dry. Oh, thank you. I'm very pleased that you're actually enjoying this. This was a very slow start, because I was really just painting these and had to undercoat them with white, and it was such a slow thing because, as my fingers will attest to, I am not great at painting yet. Aw. I am very flattered. Thank you. I just like talking about stuff that I like and talking with all of you. With all yous guys. With all of yous. Let's go full Aussie. All of yous. Because, yeah. Especially since I haven't had a chance to hang out with too many people in person, so it's really nice to get to hang out with all of you. It's totally fine if you can't watch all of it. Just watching literally any of it is huge to me. So seriously thank you. Starting this week, I'm actually going to be recording reviews of the ones I've built. Aww. I'm working towards affiliate. I am slowly getting there. By slowly, I mean my follower count has jumped by like 6 since the last stream. It's crazy. What I'm planning on doing is a review of the kit and of its build process. Let's see, we take the smaller one and we put that in there, and we put... No, we don't. What is going on? Right, I've got the wrong gear. So let's panel wash these. Thank you. I have, as I said, this is the 9th stream I've done, but I've built 10 or 11 Zoids. I've built the Shield Lager dual cannon system, the Lager Zero, the Cannon Tortoise, which the video of me building that will probably just turn into a time lapse, because I was talking to literally no one. Let's see. The Barrigator, Attack Cat or Hellcat, Psychurtus. I have a lot of these. I have so many from when I was growing up. And more on the way. Right, I was going to panel wash this piece too. The Zaberfang is still up, which that one is going to be a very fun one to review. Yes, the Stealth Viper. I still love how the black pops on the Stealth Viper. Minis for Gaslands. What is Gaslands? So these came out first in the 80s. This one was 82, I believe. But they kind of went off the market for a while, and then they came out again in the West in 2001, in the East in 99. And then, unfortunately, they just stopped production of them around 2010 or so, I think. let's see, how is this going to work mechanically? Okay, so we've got, that's going to go in there. That's looking fine. Whoop. We'll get that back. Come on. Let's try a slightly different assembly order. They needed to make new toys and they needed to make a new cartoon for it. That they did, and the cartoon that they made for it in the West was so bad that it was cut off about halfway through. The anime Zoids fuses. There is a video on YouTube that very nicely captures why Zoids fuses is bad, and I unfortunately cannot remember the YouTuber's name, but I do recommend giving that video a look, because he knows what he's on about. Let's grab that piece. Ninjaga Bionicle. Actually, Kitsune, there has been a Zoids reboot. Zoids Wild. I haven't seen it, but it looks actually pretty good. So if you can find it, if you can find a legit version of it, then I highly recommend it. If you can find a YouTube upload of it, give it a look as well. Ooh. Where are you in the world, if I may ask, Excalibur? Because I have seen the first episode of Zoids Wild on YouTube, and I kind of liked it. The dub, I think, for one of the first times, I will say I prefer the fan sub over the official dub, but the dub is still quite watchable. There's a Nintendo Switch Zoids Wild game. Okay, I'm gonna have to import that. Zoids Wild, King of Blast. If it runs on the same engine as Daemon X Machina, I am so there. I am ordering that today if it's on the same engine, because Daemon X Machina is my jam. Let's put that on there and just smear that all over it. And then let's take these. Oh. Then, wow, I'm amazed I have reached as far as Turkey. That's really cool. Oh yes, we did have a video call, Jet. Yeah, I am very amazed and so happy that I'm reaching that part of the world. That's really awesome. Let's smear that with paint. Get all over it. Yeah. It's really cool to meet people from all over the world. I think you're the first person I've actually met from Turkey. that part does indeed spin. And you rotate these. The Gatling spins. The beam Gatling kit, the beam Gatling customized part for the Iron Kong that I got, spins on its own. So it's even cooler. I'm going to put that on after I line that and that. Hopefully the thinners on that don't ruin the paint job underneath. I need to swap that cap with another cap.
I'll send you the one I found.
Let's get in there. Yeah, we'll swap that cap with this cap. No, that one's very, very loose too. Let's try this one. I think that foot is just going to be loose. We have a footloose fox. Which is fine by me, because I get to make that pun. Let's adjust our, let's clean up a little bit, and then we'll adjust our angle. And we can see him move. These ones have much more durable motors than the ones like things like the Stealth Viper. Still going to take it easy with him though. Oops. Yeah, walking. Why not? Oh, that's why. There we go, now we'll walk. Let's put his loose foot back on. I will boil one of these caps later and then put it, and then just leave it. Let's try that again. The gun is also very posable. Let's see if I can get it to latch in there. And then, excuse me, it goes all the way down to that position. Oh, the foot came off again. Oh my word. Let's try that one. That one's a little bit more snug. Cool. We'll use that one. Not much more snug. What it was I had the motor peg actually not in place. Let's try that one, because that one's very tight on there. Oh, that one's very loose on there. Yeah, that one will do. And then, to store his key, I pop that open, and this becomes a smoke discharger weapon. It also fills in that gap in the top of his tail. Of course there'd be lube involved with the fox. This very, very posable head. I think possibly the most posable head of any modern Zoid. Ah, woo. Oh, I've got a bit of silver on his side where I don't want silver. Let's fix that while my fingers lock up. Yes, this has come out. I am so pleased with how this has come out. Smoke discharger, I know what that really means. Oh dear. Foot. You know what we're going to do? We're going to add just a little bit of mass, a little bit of thickness to the end of that peg. Just a little gob of that. We're just going to leave that sit for a while, so that that goop cures, and then we can put his foot on. I might have used that one on some other peg, yeah. They're also coming up on 15-20 years old, so I'm not surprised that they're a little bit loose. But yeah, we are pretty much done with him. I'll stand him up for now. So, oh my word, it has been about 3 hours of actual building and painting and all that. A little bit loose. All the fox jokes. I'm not entirely sure how he feels about that based on his reaction of doing the shooty thing. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there for the day and go and get myself some fish and chips. Thank all of you so much for coming out and watching this. It's always amazing. It's always so fun. I have links to my Twitter and my YouTube and all that now on my Twitch profile page. Oh, he'll be shooting all right. Oh dear. I've just noticed a little bit that I want to touch up. Let's do that. But yeah, I've got links to all of my stuff in my Twitch profile now. I'm currently on a Twitter break, but that won't last very long. And yeah, I will see you next week with my 10th stream and a much, much bigger Zoid. So yeah. I'm also going to have these all up on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for coming along. See you next time. Take care.